A study by Save the Children has found that after 10 years of war, 86% of displaced children from Syria would not want to return to their country, and 1 in 3 would rather be living somewhere else. The study involved 1,900 children and their caregivers in Jordan, Lebanon, Turkey, the Netherlands and Syria. The vast majority have said they cannot imagine a future for themselves in the war-torn country. Ahmed Byram from Save the Children says in Lebanon, displaced Syrian children have lost connection with their parents' country in the last 10 years.
Some of the things that children told us in this research, which is the largest of its kind that Save the Children conducts, they are telling us that they are not imagining a future for them in their country, whether that is inside Syria, whether that is outside Syria. They have told us that they have lost connection with the country of their origin or the country of their parents, which is, after 10 years, should come as a surprise, because knowing the culture, knowing the family values of Syrians, this is a shock, because you're talking about populations who have lost connection to their home, to their country, the country of their language, the country of their ancestors. So we're talking about a big issue of future ambitions and a future outlook for Syrian children. 10 years after the war, they cannot imagine being back in Syria. At the same time, they are struggling. They have told us they are struggling with discrimination in their countries where they are. They are struggling without education. They are struggling with violence. They are struggling with bullying. These children are struggling 10 years after the war. Imagine, these children are struggling on a daily basis.
What needs to and how would it need to change for those children to feel like they could go back home?
I think before talking about going back home, we have been talking about this for 10 years, but let's just stop for a moment and imagine any one of us who is out of their country and is now living in a new country. The first thing you want to do is integrate and settle and feel at home. Unfortunately for these children and families, they haven't had a chance to feel at home in their country of displacement. We shouldn't be talking about, 10 years on, we shouldn't be talking about children not getting a spot in a school because they are Syrian. We shouldn't be talking about children
Effectively, you're saying they don't have a home anywhere, that they don't feel at home in Syria and they don't feel at home where they've been displaced to?
Sadly not. In a country, I speak to you from Lebanon, where children are still being ridiculed for the way they speak, for their social economic situation, for the background, for the stories that they have come with from Syria. So we shouldn't be talking about 10 years after the war. We shouldn't be talking about children who are still unable to integrate in this environment. These children have ambition. They have dreams. They want to learn. They want to become something in the future. They want to rebuild their country. I have met lots of children who tell me they want to rebuild their country. They just don't know when. They just don't know how.